Let's go to the other top two story today. Election Day in Texas and Arkansas. Texas voters heading to the polls today for a high-stakes Senate primary Tuesday. Republican Senator John Cornyn is fighting to keep the seat he's held for decades. Polls suggest voters might be leaning towards State Attorney General Ken Paxton instead. The two are in a bitter battle that has included personal attacks. Republican Representative Wesley Hunt is also in the running. The race could end up going to a runoff in May. It's another closely watched primary on the Democratic side. James Tallarico, a state lawmaker and former teacher, argues he can build a broad coalition to flip a Senate seat in a state Democrats haven't won statewide in decades. Jasmine Crockett, a Dallas area congresswoman and civil rights attorney, is making the case that Democrats need to energize their base. Fundraising and outside spending has favored Tallarico, while Crockett entered the race with higher name recognition. The winner will advance to face the Republican nominee in November. Arkansas has major races for governor, Senate, and the U.S. House. Current Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is running unopposed in the Republican primary. She'll face a Democrat challenger in November. Current Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton is running for re-election and faces two challengers in the Republican primary, Micah Ashby and Jeb Little. In the U.S. House District 4, Representative Bruce Westerman is running for re-election unopposed. He'll face a Democrat challenger in the general election as well. Let's send it out now to KTBS 3's Julie Parr. She's live in Texarkana, Arkansas with more on today's voter turnout. Hey there, Julie.
Hey, Alex. Yes, we spoke with election officials on both sides of the state line. They say in Texas that voting has been pretty steady at most of their polling locations, while here in Arkansas, election officials say the numbers are just slightly down. There's about 25,000 people registered to vote in Miller County, Arkansas. Nearly 2,800 of those voters have already cast a ballot in early voting. From the U.S. Senate race to choosing who sits on the state Supreme Court, there are several key races ahead of the general election in November.
A lot of local races that people are interested in. So, of course, it's a primary, so everybody has to choose which party they want to vote on to be on the ballot in November. But we got a big local judges race for the county.
And there's about 61,000 people registered to vote in Bowie County. Election Administrator Pat McCoy says about 20% of registered voters have cast ballots so far, and he's expecting voter turnout to exceed the 2024 primaries. Now, in Texas, the polls will be open until 7 p.m. tonight. In Arkansas, you have a little bit more time. The polls close at 7:30. Alex?
All right, Julie, we do thank you for that update. And as Julie mentioned,